Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to test your knowledge of English tenses with these 20 multiple choice questions. Each question includes a time expression to help you understand when to use each tense. Please drop your answers on your paper before I give you explanations and answers for each. Let's delve into the questions. Number 1. I blank to the gym every morning. A goes, B go, C went, D will go. All right. So there is a time expression here, every morning. Every morning is a time expression that shows you repeated action in the present. Therefore, it talks about your habitual action, so the answer must be B go. B go. I go to the gym every morning. Question number 2. Right now, she dash or she blank a book in the library. Right now, she blank a book in the library. A reads, B is reading, C read, D has read. Okay, so there is again a time expression here, right now. Right now shows you an action which is happening, at the time of speaking. So the answer for this question is a present continuous tense, which is B is reading. Right now she is reading a book in the library. Number 3, she blank in the city since 2010. She blank in this city since 2010. A lives, B is living, C has lived, D lived. There is again a time expression in this question, since 2010. It shows you point of time or starting of time. So what is the answer? C has lived. So has lived is the form of the present perfect tense. Has or have plus verb 3 form of the main verb is the form of the present perfect tense. So since 2010 is a starting point. Therefore has lived is the answer. Question number 4. He blank for 3 hours and he still isn't finished. He blank for 3 hours and he still isn't finished. A studies, B is studying, C has been studying, D studied. So again there is a time expression. He still isn't finished. He still isn't finished. For an action that started in the past and continues to the future, can be expressed using the present perfect continuous tense. And the present perfect continuous tense can be formed using has been or have been plus verb ing. Therefore, the answer for this question is C, has been studying. He has been studying for 3 hours and he still isn't finished. So see the answer here. Question number 5. We blank to Paris last summer. We blank to Paris last summer. A, go, B, went, C, have gone, D, were going. I want you to see the time expression again here, which is last summer. Therefore, we're talking about completed action in the past. So the answer for this question will be B, went. We went to Paris last summer. We went to Paris last summer. Question number 6. At 8 p.m. last night, I blank dinner. At 8 p.m. last night, I blank dinner. A, eat. B, ate. C, was eating. D, have eaten. Again, I want you to pay attention for the time expression at 8 p.m. last night. So here, the answer is C, was eating. Was eating, because here is a question of ongoing action in the past or progress action in the past. So that is a past continuous tense. Past continuous tense can be formed using was or were plus verb ing. Therefore, at 8 p.m. last night, I was eating dinner. Question number 7. By the time we arrived, they blank the meeting. By the time we arrived, they blank the meeting. A, finish. B, finished. C, had finished. D, are finishing. So, the answer for this question is had finished. That is past perfect tense, because we are talking about two actions in the past. While talking about two actions in the past, please bear in mind that the first action must be expressed using the past perfect tense, and the second action must be expressed using the simple past tense. Here, simple past tense is given. So second action is given here. That's the action of arriving. But the first action is the action of finishing. Therefore, by the time we arrived, they had finished the meeting. So the first action is finishing the meeting, and second action is arriving. So the first action must be expressed using the past perfect tense when two actions are given. Question number 8. She blanked for an hour before the rain stopped. She blanked for an hour before the rain stopped. A, runs. B, was running. C, had been running. D, ran. The answer for this question is C, had been running. She had been running for an hour before the rain stopped. There are two actions again here. The stopping of the rain and her running. Therefore, the first action must be expressed using the past perfect continuous tense, which is had been running here. So she had been running for an hour before the rain stopped. Question number 9. I blank you tomorrow at 10 a.m. I blank you tomorrow at 10 a.m. A, see. B, saw. C, will see. D, have seen. Here I want you to pay attention for the time expression at 10 a.m. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. We're talking about future. Therefore, the answer for this question is C, will see. Will see. I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Question number 10. This time next week, they blank in Spain. A, will be staying. B, stay. C, are staying. D, stayed. So there is a time expression here. I want you to pay attention for it. This is this time next week. Therefore, the answer for this question is A, will be staying. A, will be staying. Because this time next week indicates a kind of future action that will be ongoing in the future. Therefore, this is a form of future continuous tense. That is, will be or shall be plus verb ing. Therefore, A must be the answer. Question number 11. By December, she blanked her first novel. By December, she blanked her first novel. A. Will finish. B. Has finished. C. Will have finished. D. Finishes. So again, I want you to pay attention for the time expression by December. Therefore, this is a question of future perfect tense. So future perfect tense can be formed using will have or shall have plus verb 3 form of the main verb or past participle form of the main verb. Therefore, the answer for this question is C, will have finished. By December, she will have finished her first novel. Question number 12. By next year, they blank for 20 years. By next year, they blank for 20 years. A, will work. B, will have been working. C, have worked. D, work. Again, I want you to pay attention for the time expression by next year and for 20 years. Starting from next year for 20 years, should have been working something. Therefore, the answer for this question is by next year, they will have been working. They will have been working. By next year, they will have been working for 20 years. So the answer for this question must be B, will have been working. This is a form or a formation or a form of future perfect continuous tense, like will have been or shall have been plus verb ing. Question number 13. The train blank at 6 p.m. every evening. The train blank at 6 p.m. every evening. A, leaves. B, is leaving. C, left. D, has left. This is a question of everyday action or everyday habitual actions or repeated actions. So every morning shows you the frequency of, the action. So the answer for this question is A, leaves. The train leaves at 6 p.m. every evening. Question number 14. Look, the baby blank for the first time. Look, the baby blank for the first time. A, walks. B, is walking. C, walked. D, was walking. So there's one word out you have to pay attention. Look. So the word look shows you that an action is happening right now, at this moment. So this is a question of present continuous tense. And the answer for this question is walking. B, is walking. The baby is walking for the first time. Yeah, the answer. Question number 15. We dash 3 tests this semester. We dash 3 tests this semester. A, have taken. B, took. C, take. D, are taking. And this semester is a time expression for you. So the answer for this question is we have taken 3 tests this semester. A is the answer for this question. Question number 16. They blank in Canada for 5 years before moving. They blank in Canada for 5 years before moving. A, live. B, lived. C, have lived. D, are living. So among the 4 alternatives given here, they blank in Canada for 5 years before moving. So the answer for this question is B, lived, which is a question of simple past tense. Question number 17. She blank a new phone next month. She blank a new phone next month. A, buys. B, is buying. C, will buy. D, bought. So the time expression next month is very important here. So the answer for this question is will buy. It's a question of simple future tense. So C, will buy. She will buy a new phone next month. Question number 18. At 10 a.m. tomorrow, I dash an important meeting. At 10 a.m. tomorrow, I blank an important meeting. Let me repeat the question. At 10 a.m. tomorrow, I blank an important meeting. A, will be attending. B, attend. C, attended. D, have attended. Here, at 10 a.m. tomorrow is a time expression that indicates a kind of action that will be in progress in the future. This is a question of future continuous tense. So the answer for this question is A, will be attending. A, will be attending. Question number 19. Before I called her, she blanked me a message. Before I called her, she blanked me a message. A, sent. B, sent. C, had sent. D, has sent. You have to pay attention here. There are two actions given. The action of calling and the action of sending. Before I called her, she blanked me a message. So the answer for this question, A, sent. B, sent. C, had sent. D, has sent. The answer is a past perfect tense form, which is C, had sent. So I already told you. So the past perfect tense is the first action and the simple past tense is the second action. When two actions are given, the first action must be expressed using the past perfect tense, which is had plus verb 3 form of the main verb, and the second action must be expressed using the simple past tense. So a simple past tense called is given here. So the first action must be expressed using, past perfect tense. That is had plus verb 3 form of the main verb. So had sent. C, had sent is the answer. Here is the last question for you. By 2030, scientists blank on this project for a decade. On 2030, scientists blank on this project for a decade. A, work. B, will have been working. C, have worked. D, will work. A, work. B, will have been working. C, have worked. D, will work. So this is a question of future perfect continuous tense. And the form of future perfect continuous tense, as I have told you, is that will have been or shall have been plus verb ing. Therefore, the answer for this question must be B, will have been working. I hope this question helps you a lot. This question helped you a lot. If you want to have similar videos, I want you to subscribe, like, share this YouTube channel. Thank you.